Hey, web slingers! Ever wonder who's weaving the wicked webs of villainy in Marvel's Spider-Man 2? Well, today we're diving headfirst into the electrifying lineup of every villain you'll face in the game. From classic foes to new adversaries, we've got you covered on the villain that will have Spidey on his toes. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be swinging through the city with a web of knowledge about every villain in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Before we start, kindly subscribe to our channel for more MCU content, and let's get tangled up in the action. It's gonna be a wild ride. Now that we've got your spider senses tingling, let's dive into the heart of the action-packed adventure awaiting in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. What makes Marvel's Spider-Man 2 truly interesting is the dynamic mix of villains swinging into the spotlight. Some of the villains take on more of a side character role this time, weaving their way into the narrative in unexpected ways. But fear not, true believers, because others step up as the main attractions, giving Peter Parker and Miles Morales a run for their money in epic showdowns. First up on our villainous roster is none other than Scorpion. In a shocking turn of events, Scorpion makes a return, but with a less prominent role than we might have expected. The once formidable villain finds himself at the mercy of Kraven the Hunter after a daring escape from his prison transport. In a quick-time event battle that unfolds, Miles Morales faces off against Scorpion, leading to a spine-chilling sequence that leaves Spider-Man poisoned and caught in a web of hallucinations. But the real shocker comes when Kraven steps into the picture, turning the tables on Scorpion by using his own poison-tipped spear torn from his suit's tail. What's truly captivating is Scorpion's desperate attempt for a comeback. Emerging from the sand, he launches a sneak attack on Kraven, causing a brief but memorable moment. In a surprising twist, another familiar face from the original game swings back into action. Tombstone, the formidable gangster, finds himself in the crosshairs of Kraven's hunters, kidnapped, while still donned in his workers' clothes. The Hunt to Live, Live to Hunt mission brings Peter Parker and Harry Osborn together, forming an unlikely duo to rescue Tombstone from a perilous situation. But what's intriguing is the glimpse we get into Tombstone's changed persona. Unlike the relentless Scorpion, Lonnie Lincoln has seemingly found redemption, leaving his biker gang days behind. Now, let's talk about the shadowy figure lurking in the background of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, none other than Dimitri, better known as the notorious Spider-Man villain Chameleon. With his uncanny ability to assume any identity, Dimitri is a master of deception, and his arrival signals a bitter feud between him and his half-brother, the primary antagonist, Kraven the Hunter. In a unique twist, players don't directly engage in combat with Chameleon, but instead they embark on a walkthrough of his enigmatic apartment. This immersive experience triggers a trap meant for his brother, Kraven, adding a layer of suspense and intrigue to the narrative. It's a tantalizing tease for future installments, leaving us on the edge of our seats, eager to unravel the complexities of the Kravinoff family saga. What sets this quest apart is the clever use of Chameleon's character model. Already shrouded in the Chameleon effect, it serves as an outstanding introduction to this enigmatic character. If you're enjoying this video, kindly check on the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more MCU content. Moving on, let's shine a spotlight on a character transformation that's sure to send shockwaves through the Marvel Spider-Man 2, Yuri Watanabe. Once a trusted ally as a police captain in the first game, Yuri takes a dark turn, assuming the new identity of Wraith, a deadly vigilante. The dynamic between Spider-Man and Wraith takes a dramatic shift during the Flame Cult side quests, where their conflicting goals escalate into unfriendly clashes. The tension reaches its peak when Wraith sets her sights on none other than the notorious Cletus Cassidy, the leader of the Flame Cult. Unlike her previous role as a police captain, Wraith's methods are more extreme, echoing the ruthlessness of the Punisher. Despite the absence of her fear abilities, Wraith brings a new layer of complexity to the Spider-Man narrative, challenging the boundaries between justice and vengeance. Then also happening is a shocking twist, a female symbiote version of none other than Mary Jane Watson. Meet Scream. a spiky red and yellow-suited powerhouse created by Harry Osborn using the symbiote from Venom. In a radical departure from the comics, where Scream is Diana Diego, the game reworks the character to seamlessly fit into the storyline with Mary Jane. The design stays remarkably comic accurate, with a distinctive touch. Scream's long and thick symbiote hair, wielded as a weapon, adds a unique visual flair. The color scheme, complementing Mary Jane's yellow sweater and red hair, is a nod to the iconic roots of the character. Spider-Man 2 also saw the return of Martin Lee, also known as Mr. Negative. Captured alongside Scorpion, he finds himself in the clutches of Kraven, forced to battle with Miles Morales in a twisted arena spectacle that echoes the days of Roman gladiators at the Colosseum. In a surprising twist, Lee's character takes a more remorseful turn this time around. Unlike his previous antagonistic role, he expresses a genuine reluctance to fight and harm Miles. Admitting that he has no choice and declaring that he won't die as the man he was, Lee sets the stage for a character transformation that promises redemption. As the narrative unfolds, Lee makes a significant turnaround, seizing his second chance to become an ally rather than an adversary. His unexpected alliance with Peter and Miles becomes a pivotal point in the battle against the symbiote threat, adding a layer of complexity to the Spider-Man 2 storyline. The game also introduces us to the sinister Cletus Kasady, masquerading as the Flame, a Charles Manson-like doomsday cult leader. Cassidy's maniacal personality is on point as he orchestrates his plan to steal the red symbiote from the Oscorp truck, setting the stage for a possible transformation into the dreaded Carnage. The burns on his body hint at a complex past, perhaps alluding to the Absolute Carnage storyline or the abuse he suffered as a child. But that's not all. Dr. Kurt Connors, known for transforming into the Lizard, takes a different turn in this game. Held captive by Kraven against his will, Connors becomes a pawn in Kraven's sick games, delivering one of the most human portrayals of the character. His ties to the symbiote storyline add layers of intrigue to this narrative. And then there's the Master of Illusions, Mysterio. Quentin Beck, initially presented as an attraction owner, surprises players with his twist. Despite the boss battle, Mysterio isn't the main villain, but rather a character with a complex story. His comic-accurate design, with the iconic green and purple palettes, and a helmet transforming his face into a flaming blue skull, adds a touch of nostalgia. The amusement park setting and Mysterio's illusions pay homage to classic storylines, creating an unforgettable experience. At the forefront is none other than the shape-shifting Sandman, aka Flint Marko. In a jaw-dropping introductory boss fight, Sandman showcases the intensity of his powers, creating spikes from his arms and summoning minions. The cinematic battle, even more intense than the iconic Kingpin encounter in the first Spider-Man, adds a thrilling dimension as players get tossed through buildings while working with Miles Morales to take down this formidable foe. But the star of the show is undoubtedly Venom, voiced by the legendary Tony Todd. With a menacing presence, Venom takes the spotlight in the final battle, infecting the entire city with the symbiote and manifesting wings for a truly epic showdown. The transformative scene, where Harry Osborn establishes a bond with the monstrous symbiote, pays homage to the character's iconic catchphrase, "We are Venom," and even grants players the chance to play as Venom during the face-off with Kraven. And speaking of Kraven, he takes the top spot as one of the best villains in gaming. Insomniac masterfully brings Kraven the Hunter to life, making him ruthless, scary, and vile, as depicted in the comics. Voiced by Jim Pirri, whose experience with voicing DC villains adds an extra layer of depth, Kraven adds a unique challenge for Spider-Man by hunting the villains closest to him. The lengths he goes to for his hunt and his captivating personality make him a standout character in the Spider-Man 2 narrative. And there you have it, web-slingers. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is an absolute blockbuster with a lineup of villains that is as diverse as it is thrilling. Now, before you swing away, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment down below with your choice. Which villain are you the most excited to face? Which new character revelation surprised you the most? Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more MCU content, and ring that notification bell. to stay updated on all things Marvel Cinematic Universe.